Hey gang, well, WWE Summerslam 2015 is said, done, over with. Sorry. I know I seem a little bit more excited than I was when I put the video up on Friday, and there's a few good reasons why, but let's get the SummerSlam results, rant, and shoutouts going. And we start off with, of course, the opening match, which surprisingly there was not a pre-show match because there were 10 matches to do, 4 hours to do it all in, more or less, I guess. But let's get things going with the opening match, which was, of course, Randy Orton versus Sheamus. Nothing big, no stipulations on the line, and the winner is Sheamus. Fatal 4-way tag titles match between the champions of the Primetime Players versus Los Matadors, the New Day, and the Lucha Dragons, and your winners and new tag team champions for a second time, the New Day. And then there was Dolph Ziggler versus Rusev, which wound up in a double countout. Neville and Steven Arrow took on Stardust and King Barrett. And there you go. Your winners are Neville and Steven Arrow. I know it's not his real last name, but who cares? Then there was the Intercontinental title on the line, a triple threat match between Ryback, The Big Show, and The Miz. And your winner, still Intercontinental Champion, Ryback. Good for him. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns took on Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. And your winners are Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. And then there was the big one, although this was not the main event, which surprised me, between Seth Rollins putting his WWE Championship up against John Cena's U.S. title in a winner-take-all match, and the winner... Sorry. What can I say? I like the finish. Seth Rollins is now the WWE and U.S. Champion. And then there was going to be a Three Divas team elimination match between Team Bella, Team Paige, and Team Tamina Snuka. I don't know what their real names. And the winner, surprisingly, was Team Paige, so good for them. Next up was Kevin Owens versus Cesaro. No big stipulation here. And your winner, Kevin Owens. And finally, the main event of the night, which I'm really kind of surprised by, The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar in the long-awaited rematch from WrestleMania 30, and your winner, The Undertaker, finally, in what was considered to be a controversial finish. So yeah, there you guys have it, the SummerSlam results. I want to give a few shout-outs to some YouTubers who I believe will have some of their thoughts on the SummerSlam show, which of course they go out to Gordon Maston, Wills World, and Matt Jerishow. And I think WrestleManiac 1130, I believe that's his name. I think he'll probably do one too, because he's been doing SummerSlam reviews for the past week or so. So I hope you guys go check out their channels and everything like that. Okay, overview of the show. Really, honestly, I would probably give it maybe about a 7.5 out of 10. The Neville Steven Arrow match versus Stardust and King Barrett, you pretty much had to figure that the victory was going to go to Neville and the Arrow guy. Not very often they put a celebrity in a match for a big pay-per-view and make them look bad. Let's see. But yeah, let's kind of run down the line here a little bit so I can get all the matches in order and give you guys my thoughts on them. If I can just find that piece of paper. Sorry, I can't edit any of this out, so there we go. Sheamus beating Randy Orton. Kind of a surprise. It's been, I guess you could say, a pretty good year for Sheamus so far. He won the Money in the Bank briefcase. Hasn't really been teasing it too much to cash in a whole lot from what I've read. But who knows? Now with Seth Rollins being WWE and US champion, we'll see what happens there. New Day become the new tag team champions. I really wasn't too surprised about that. They really seem to be getting over, even to the crowd's chanting and shouting "New Day sucks." Somebody in the office is listening and going, "Oh, they're getting over." So, but again, New Day becoming tag team champions, no big surprise there. Dolph Ziggler and Rusev going to a double countout. That was quite a surprise there. Really, honestly, that match could have gone either way for a victory for either one of them. But yeah, it's double countout. Didn't quite see that one coming. And like I said, Steven Arrow and Neville beating Stardust and King Barrett. King Barrett's not been on a very good pay-per-view roll this year. Ever since he was crowned King of the Ring, I don't know. It just seems like he just can't win a pay-per-view match hardly this year, which is kind of a shame. The only one he's won so far was that pre-show match against R-Truth when he put up his scepter, crown, robe, the whole 9 yards. That was. Yeah. Ryback keeping the Intercontinental title from Big Show and The Miz. Again, I'm happy for Ryback. He's the Intercontinental Champion. He's been in the WWE for quite some time now, and hopefully he can really do something with the Intercontinental title. He seems to be going out there, defending it every pay-per-view he can. Of course, he missed last month's pay-per-view due to a really bad knee injury, and they showed a picture of his swollen knee, which looked just unbelievably bad. But yeah, again, good for Ryback keeping the Intercontinental title. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose beating Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. I don't know. Roman Reigns can't seem to still get over with the crowd, but hopefully he will eventually. And maybe this team of him and Ambrose, maybe they might be tag team champions before too long too. We'll just have to see what happens. But beating Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper, I don't know. Do you think maybe it was just as good as the Shield versus the Wyatt family from Elimination Chamber, I believe, last year? Seth Rollins beating John Cena to become WWE champion and U.S. champion. Jon Stewart going in there, interfering in the match. If I had watched it, I probably would have called it right then and there, because honestly, it was just so predictable. And they threw Jon Stewart in as like last minute host. It was just kind of unexpected. I think a lot of people are really, really happy that Cena is not 16-time WWE champion. And, to be honest with you, I don't think it really matters if he has a title or not. Nobody's really going to care. Cena, I mean. Rollins, he's getting over like crazy as the number one heel and the champion too. Team Page winning the Elimination Divas Tag match. I really thought they were going to give it to the Bellas, because they give everything to them, but I'm, really surprised by that one. Kevin Owens beating Cesaro. Really, that match could have went either way. Could have. The outcome, I don't think, really would have mattered one way or the other. But hopefully they're going to really do something really, really good with these guys in the future. And Undertaker beating Brock Lesnar in a controversial finish. These things happen a lot, referee didn't see Undertaker tap. Timekeeper rang the bell and everything like that. And, I think in all honesty, they only did this to kind of appease the people who are still somewhat complaining over, Brock Lesnar beating The Undertaker last year at WrestleMania. So I hope this will definitely appeal to people and just basically tell them, okay, Undertaker beat Brock Lesnar finally after trying over all these years. Are you people happy now? So yeah. Next up will be Night of Champions, September 20th, and I will try to do a video on that one. Not really looking forward to Night of Champions, because when they first started doing it, it was like every title was on the line, every match was a title match. Hard to say what they're going to do with the U.S. title. They might put it up in a battle royal or a tournament or something like that, or they may have Rollins keep it. Who knows? But yeah, Night of Champions. Hopefully, it's going to be something really, really good. But the ones of the past few years have kind of sucked. So We'll see what happens. Alright, gang. Well, that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you like, let me know your thoughts on the show itself, and if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe, and please go check out the guys I mentioned in the video. So until the Night of Champions rundown video, as always, stay strong and rock on.